This is JBLE-TV, your place for news on the installation for service members and our community.
Actually, Veterans Day gives me the opportunity to remember and to honor our veterans.
My grandfather tells me these crazy stories, and of course now my fiance is in the Navy. I hear about all the things that he does, and I mean, y'all do a lot.
To me, it's a day for everybody to kind of to honestly say thank you to everybody that served before us and everything.
The men and women that have gone before us, that have sacrificed in various different ways to defend my way of life and the lives of those that I love.
Military, you wake up, put your uniform on, go to work, and it's kind of like a routine kind of thing. Veterans Day gives you a single day to kind of sit back and realize everything that you're doing.
I mean, we should still take that time to thank you guys, because just take one day at least to try to understand how much you guys do for us.
Went to Camp Shanks, New York, which is not there no more. And we went overseas, and they didn't tell us where they were going.
If you ever see a more loyal man than this, you know they're World War II. That was a hard fought war. And for a man, 92 years old, to still remember, not all of it, but the important parts that can show the men and women nowadays, this was hard, dirty, grimy fighting.
I fought in the Army combat. We had a 1903 rifle. I was captured in P.O.W. in the German Army. Somebody shone a flashlight right in my eyes. Give me this, give me that. They took my rifle. They rattled off something that they're German. And I went on the ground.
He was guard that night. He was out on his first patrol. And they came up, like he said, and put a flashlight in his face and blinded him. And they said in English, halt. The officers took him back, made him sit on this mound of dirt, and started to question him. Well, he was taught name, rank, and serial number. And that's what he gave them. The Americans found the cave, and they had a flamethrower, and they put it into the cave. Fortunately, he was way in the back, and he kept yelling when he heard the Germans hollering and everything.
I said, I'm an American. I am an American. They didn't believe me because so many Germans were taking our uniforms at that GIs and proclaiming they were German.
So finally, they let him come out, and they still would not believe who he was, and he'd go over and he'd tell them, name, rank, and serial number, I am an American. Finally, they got on the whatever, they didn't have computers in, and they found out who he was. That's when he got in the fight to the Battle of the Bulge, and General Patton giving him the star, which how he got the guts to say to General Patton,
before I go down to the summary, I want a star off of your shoulder.
They called this the Great War because there was no computerized kind of war. And they fought for their flag and their country. And the veterans of nowadays fight for their flag and their country. Their flag means so much to them as it did when he fought. If you are going to be in the military, you go in the military for your flag and your country. And your country's still strong, and it's here waiting on you. And we appreciate what today's soldiers have done, and we will always thank you, just as we thank the World War II.
I had to do all over again, I would do the same thing. Fight for your country.
From all of us at JBLE-TV, thanks for watching. If you have a comment or a story idea, send us an email at jbletv@gmail.com.